April 22nd, 1984. The missiles from the plateau of Albion are launched against targets east of the Iron Curtain. April 22nd, 1984. 20 minutes later, the USSR retaliates by firing thousands of nuclear warheads. In the following hours, the main capital cities of NATO and Warsaw Pact countries are razed to the ground. Moscow, Washington, London, Paris, Warsaw are just empty ruins. For more than a week, the few pockets of survivors, often located far from major cities, remain isolated due to lack of communications. When at last the fires die down and the electromagnetic particles have fallen, political leaders emerge from their bunkers to call for ceasefire. But on the front line, men who have lost everything are way past such feelings. Rumor has it our leaders and their people are embracing one another and speaking only of peace. They used us like pawns, and they think they can blot that out with a few signatures. My family was in Kaliningrad when the bomb fell. They were not eligible for a place in the bunkers with all the party big shots. Now I know they are gone. I hold our leaders as much responsible for that as the cowboy in the White House, and I intend to make them all pay. But for that I need to form an army of my own.
Alright, hello again friends and fans, Raptor here, and welcome back to Wargame European Escalation. Welcome to what I think is the most difficult campaign of all of Wargame. Good to have you here.
Let's separate the wheat from the chaff. We'll just have to cut some heads to convince the others to follow us. Two formations are likely to provide us with manpower and equipment. An East German helicopter squadron and its ground security troops here. And a Polish artillery park that's refitting and training in the Leonid sector.
Okay, so essentially what happened here, to make things short, is in our previous campaign where we had to liberate the French nuclear missile silos from Soviet occupiers, we were successful. The French then retaliated by firing nuclear missiles into the Soviet Union, and thus they retaliated, meaning that this is essentially like Fallout. The nuclear devastation has been done, and now we are looking to get revenge somehow against those leaders that have wronged the soldiers here. So we're the third Spetsnaz group. We're going to be engaging all these other packed forces in order to take some helicopters and some artillery with us. So let's get started with that then right away. If you want to see more of this, remember to go ahead and click or tap that like button to let me know you'd like to see more. And welcome to all of you who tuned in here today. We're going to start with a bunch of recon in order to find out where we're going or what stands in our way. Looks like we also have access to some other infantry. Let's get some BMP-2s out. What BMP-2D? Oh, wow, we have a BMP-3 as well as at our disposal. Wow, that's crazy. Let's go with one of those then, BMP-3. Okay, so there's a fob here along the road to this area over here. What town is this? Kekelduct, and it looks like, actually it's part of the, boy, this one you really got to zoom out in. Anna. The Anna section is where we're going to be heading towards, so we're just going to wait for all of our units to arrive so we can actually scout out what's ahead of us. Spetsnaz can do some good scouting too, so we'll send them ahead. That's, of course, the group that we're a part of there. And we have some helicopters at our disposal, the Mi-28 Havoc. So we're going to send those out as well. They can devastate enemy vehicles. They have, I think, 122 millimeter missiles on them. So that should be pretty good against enemy forces, whether it's infantry, especially infantry, or any sort of medium or light ground vehicle. All right, we're going to go ahead and provide them air cover. We're going to proceed essentially up this way to the lake, then proceed right around it, and see if we can sneak through this way. Just trying to stay off the main road as much as we can. That's going to attract some unwanted attention if we head over there. So let's try to at least stay away as long as we can. All right, let's get the recon vehicles up. We still have recon infantry going forward, so that's good. That's a good start. BTR-70s are with us as well. Transports for the Soviet, or rather, I guess now our rogue army, our rogue Spetsnaz. And we'll get the Shuturm up here as well. And the UAZ. We're out of points, so nothing else we can spend. We're not making points, so essentially we need to bring our UAZ up here to destroy the HQ and then take control of the heliport. So we're going to capture some enemy helicopters, turn them into friendlies. Should be a good time. All right, let's leave our infantry here out of the vehicle. Get the UAZ hidden. Spetsnaz keep making their ways through the woods here. Let's go up left. I don't think we'll engage any enemy vehicles for quite some time, but when we do, I think we're going to engage them all at once. Oh, there we are. Some Oh, interesting. East German Strela unit. They can shoot down helicopters. Also, come on, let's go engage them. Let's have a little fun. Let's go. Finally getting started with these. All right, let's get up there and capture that fob. We'll get the BMP-3 reloaded. All right, we're going to have a little fun now with these Strela units. They'll cause a little damage, but they'll be perishing here shortly. And there we go. Easy. Even with the little damage. The Havocs are heavily armored, so I wasn't too worried about that. Alright, well now that they've spotted us, we gotta move quickly. Should be the end of that group. There we go. Alright, let's get resupplied, and let's get, wow, that was infrared. That was lucky, but it was worth it. We don't have any armor with us aside from the BMP-3, so we definitely need to keep that moving. Luckily, the BMP-3 has a 100mm main gun, 30mm autocannon, and a couple of ATGMs on it as well that it can fire. So that's nice. Alright, we'll get the Havocs rearmed. Take a note of what's going on at the very top there. Scouts report East German helicopters in repair. NVA has 0 air cover for short time. Alright, so we're going to proceed and capture those helicopters then while they're in repair. And I'm going to make sure those helicopters are completely rearmed before we advance any further. There's an open field here, and I want to be careful about that. Let's bring up the rest of the BTRs. Alright, let's see. Alright, so the Havocs are rearming and reloading. Oh, this one's almost fully repaired. Yeah, it was worth the risk since we had a fob right there. Okay, BMP-3 coming up. Go ahead and drop the infantry out of that. Sapri, of course, are basically engineers armed with a napalm flamethrower. Alright, let's proceed up the road. So as I was mentioning, this is probably the hardest campaign in all of Wargame European Escalation, and also all the Wargame series as well. This mission particularly easy, but I've actually never completed these missions before. I've completed like the first 2, and then the third mission was just, I deemed it impossible and never really came back to it. So we're about to see something unusual here for once, after a little while of me going into a whole new campaign. Or at least new territory. 2 Havocs are ready to go. Let's go ahead and get up in the air again. Recon is up. Oh, some movement over here on the right. Get a recon out there and take a look. Enemy vehicles. Go Havocs. What are they? Looks like East German transports. Okay, they're taking hits. Wow, very good. Oh, and the infantry destroyed as well. Good job. Alright, targeting systems hit, so let's go back. We'll be doing this often, where we use the choppers for runs. Gun runs. Alright, we're getting up to capturing more choppers. After this, I think we have to then go and capture artillery, which will be somewhere over in this lower right corner. So we'll need to be cautious about that. Meanwhile, we'll just have to first make sure we don't lose the choppers that we have. They're very important. And looks like they're getting ready to rearm. Alright, let's watch the flank with the UAZ. We'll have that drive out there. Okay, looks like we see enemy units. Looks like the enemy command is there. Enemy Shilka's here, you can tell by the radar dome on top. And possibly some enemy tanks. BMP-1s, it looks like. Okay, definitely some targets for helicopter support. Looks like 30 special forces coming in. Let's get the BMP-3 over here. Alright, Spetsnaz opening up with their napalm launchers, the RPO-RYS. Wow, nice job. Okay, enemy tanks could be coming soon. We need to watch out for that. Intelligence reports prisoner camps in Tenech, Giargu, and Zen-Now sector. I don't even know where that is. Must be the town that's over there. There comes some, oh, that's bad news. Get the hell out of there. Gotta get those T-64s. Why are you not rearming? Oh, nice. A hit on a T-64A from the Havoc. Additional, it looks like Polish transports are coming in. BMP-3 taking some cover here. Nice. And loaded with infantry, too. Oh, they're taking some real devastating hits. Gotta get that other Havoc up here soon. Now we can do one at a time and exchange fire. Just want to secure that flank before we start our attack, then we don't want them coming in from over here and hitting us in the side. Havoc's out of 122 millimeter rockets. Nice, very good. I will stay on patrol then for that tank. Well, let's get Sapri up here. So we're very good against infantry, but we need to have something better for the tanks. So the Shaturm might be a better idea. Let's call that up here. We can actually fire down on the Shilkas from here and then possibly lure them into attack. Now, unfortunately, the Spetsnaz groups are only able to engage mostly infantry. Oh, there comes the choppers, or the chopper's best friend, the tanks. Go, baby. If they stun them with the regular rockets, this will be a good deal. Ooh, nice. Another T-64A destroyed. And yet another one. Hit right in the side. Good job. Alright, the Havocs have, well, they've kept their namesake. They've caused quite a bit of havoc. Let's go ahead and push up. We'll keep the BMP-3 in the corner to secure. And let's go ahead and move up with the BTR-70s. Essentially, actually, we could stay here and secure the FOB with these units. So let's do that. Let's bring up the UAZ. I think that's a good idea. Shilkas need to go first, so we'll get the Shaturms to engage those. Actually, 3 BMP-1 SP-1s should be the first target of our Havocs. If we call them out over here, I'm sure the enemy has more than one UAZ. Or, I mean, Shilka. UAZ spotted here. More than one group of Shilkas has got to be out there. Alright, enemy recon getting around unscathed. Oh, good. We've got some enemy supply trucks. Beautiful. We just ambushed a group of supply trucks. That's very useful. Let's go ahead and regroup those. I think we can use these then on the Spetsnaz troops that are here. Alright, Havoc's almost ready to dance. Just getting rearmed with the remaining ATGMs, which is the attack of 5. Just a few more missiles to go. ATGM's very important here. We won't be able to destroy any of the heavier vehicles at range without that, such as the Shilka. Although I believe it is armed with the 30mm. Yes. Alright, let's stop this Havoc here. Shaturm getting ready to fire at the Shilka. Let's actually get those trucks over to the Shaturm. Oh, ATGM's coming back. Let's reverse into the woods. Dispersing all those missiles. Let's engage that recon. Reverse back into the woods again. We're going to destroy that UAZ so they can't see us. Alright, Havoc's ready to come up. It's been a while before the final battle here for this town. Come down here, boys. There we go. Flamethrower the hell out of it. Signet indicates that the 47th Guards Tank Regiment has detected our presence. Okay. I would have hoped so at this point. They're blowing up half their army down there, so... Let's get that other Shilka. Oh, Havoc should be able to engage it. Yeah, look at that range. Alright, Shaturm then will have to defend for any closer units that come our way. Okay, I'm a little nervous about bringing down infantry. There's the 3 BMPs. Stop here, we got line of sight. 30 motor shoots in. 30 troops down there. Alright, we just need to clear out the BMPs, any other anti-aircraft, and then we should be able to walk right in. Beautiful to see those 122 millimeters fire off. Boy, they're having some real trouble killing that last BMP. It's sitting still. Come on, boys. Come on now. There we go, finally. Looks like there's a FOB here too, so we'll be able to resupply. Let's go ahead and get into town. We'll capture that FOB. And capture the flank. BMP-3 watching our behind. Let's get a UAZ over here too. Alright, forward operating base has been captured. Havoc moving in for ATGM kills. BMP's moving up too. Make sure we engage the BMPs here. 30 emote shoots-in should be able to be dealt with easily by the Spetsnaz, who are now capturing the forward operating base. They'll be able to resupply in no time. BMP-1's down to 2. UAZ on the run. Shilka's back. Got some new Shilkas here. Luckily escaping that. Shaturm's getting ready to fire. They're shooting at our UAZ. They're not happy. Alright. Shutting those down. And wonderful. Havoc providing artillery support to those Spetsnaz troops there that are about to engage. Alright, enemy command seems to be fleeing all the way to the north. Spetsnaz group engaged and immediately destroyed those units. Good job. Alright, let's get up there. We've now captured this sector. We just need to find that enemy command somewhere. We'll just track them down with the Spetsnaz group. Alright, good job. Anna has been captured by the enemy as they've stopped their command up there. Anna's a really big sector. Look at that. That's a huge sector up there. Let's see. Many released prisoners will fight under your banner. We've also salvaged some advanced NATO equipment. Alright, very good. Looks like we're getting more supporters now for our attack. There's the helicopters. Those are going to be friendly here in just a second, so we don't want to worry about those too much. Havoc is good. Spetsnaz are great. BMP-3 in a good defensive position. BTR-70s here. I think we're going to just have the troops basically proceed on foot. And I don't think there's a way around this river aside from going down here to Dimitri, where there's a nice slope that we can proceed along next to the... Looks like there's a forest, a slope, and then a swamp area. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of that Ferong's UAZ. The Havocs are resupplying. Good. Alright, our first objective almost complete then. Let's go ahead and resupply our supply trucks. Enemy forward operating base has been captured again. Secondary one for the helicopters. Ferong's UAZ doesn't stand a chance. Okay, so now we will have ourselves a bunch of supplies and helicopters to use against the enemy as we now try to capture the artillery HQ, which will be somewhere over here at Leonid. Leonid and both Michael will both be important areas. Okay, let's get our UAZ to cap. We can get additional points here and then also call in reinforcements. Prevent anyone from alerting Soviet troops. Alright, looks like they've got looks like they got a squad out there that's about to alert. East Germans trying to go out. Let's eliminate that SPW-60B PB. Don't want them to spot us. Fly all the way up there. And so much for that alert. Okay, now we're gaining points. We have reinforcements. We have a bunch of helicopters at our command, including a Mi-2, which, great. Now we have helicopter recon, which helps our choppers a lot more. Let's proceed back to base with everyone. Let's get everyone rearmed. I think we'll leave the BMP here and we'll resupply with the trucks later. Let's get our BTR-70s up here. Transport the Spetsnaz around. Okay, so now we have to destroy the artillery. Now, I think the enemy has some anti-aircraft here at Michael. It's quite obvious because there's a lake here, and that's really the only way to get over there. But we can try to proceed essentially by going to the direct east here along this road and then hitting the lake here. It looks like there was a road, wasn't there? Yeah, there's a road that proceeds all the way here and comes to a T. We'll then proceed down this way with the choppers and everyone else. Hopefully having good cover to proceed along that line. So let's go ahead and pick everyone up. So that way we have troop transports. And we'll get the UAZs to peek ahead a little bit, as well as our recon chopper. Looks like we were okay to proceed at least up to the, almost up to the crossroads up there. Ah, there we are. Perfect. It looked like we were okay to go up to at least here with the choppers. So now we have Mi-24s at our disposal. East Germans have joined us. Mi-24A LSKs are with us. Lots of rockets on those too. 57 millimeters. And now we have a lot more points. Good. We'll probably not be buying much more here. Maybe another BMP-3 or possibly a tank. Looks like we don't get any tanks, so nothing we can do there. Alright, keep pushing. Alright, Recon's going to have to proceed forward. Alright, everyone else is going to get loaded up into transports. Spetsnaz, make sure you reload before we go. Wow. No targets yet. Proceed up to the corner. Alright, so we're going to have our choppers flying over the river or over the lake, and then our troops proceed down this way too. Destroy the enemy's HQ, so we can essentially just stay where we're at now. We won't have any forces defending our UAZ, but we will call out some reinforcements shortly to defend it. Oh, look at that, a Tunguska. Would you look at that? Good shot. Good thing we didn't lose any of our helicopters there. Enemy command there as well. That thing is actually a nightmare. That BMP is always a real killer when it comes to vehicles. Alright, looks like there's some infantry sneaking around. Man, Havocs just immediately shoot everything they've got every time. Alright, we'll continue to proceed to the east, towards the river. Why is it an incorrect position? Is it just out of our command zone? Oh, it's this weird angling. That's what it is. Alright, Dmitry is now under our command. And now we have nothing that really stands in our way here. Ooh. Hold on a second. We got some targets. Multiple T-64A spotted times 6. Gotta get those units. They're going straight for the recon. Don't get too close. There we go. Stun the hell out of them. Stun, by the way, should stop them. Like, stun means that you're not moving forward. It doesn't mean you get to proceed forward at full speed. Alright, these guys are going to try to come through the other end and chase down the recon. Let's keep him going. Haul ass, buddy. Going to proceed down the hill quickly. There we go. Alright, over this way. Alright, we need to stop them from eliminating that recon chopper. Or recon vehicle. Recon chopper should be able to spot them. There's the infantry there. I don't want to get too close to that either. Alright, the helicopter's anti-aircraft gun. They've engaged a Romulan cloak. A very good piece of technology, too. How the hell are we not able to fire at this thing? Come on. Alright, they're routing. Alright, we gotta go back with this one. Good thing we didn't bring over all these units, they would be dead. Another fob there, that's where they came from. 57mm rockets continuously pounding T-64s. No effect. Damn, enemy artillery on top of our units. So much to manage here. One T-64 destroyed. Let's keep our choppers out of here. UAZ coming up. Too bad our recon chopper doesn't have any sort of form of attack. It'll all be over if our UAZ gets destroyed, but sure as hell ain't moving that. Not at this time. Okay, we might actually be able to capture an enemy fob. Let's get down here and see if we can capture that one. We need a backup after our fob has been bombarded. My goodness. Alright, they've made it a lot harder than it had to be. They're fighting. Okay, there's that infantry group there. To resupply choppers, we absolutely need fobs. We can't do this with anything else. Now let's try to get up there. UAZs are fine. Where'd that other one go? There he is. Wow, we haven't lost any units yet. That's pretty impressive. Taking us a little bit of sweet time. Enemy UAZ. Whatever are we going to do? Our own chopper fired us? LSKs, you should know better. There we go. Alright, I think we've captured this fob then, essentially. No, 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 don't shoot, don't shoot, no, no, no. Cool thing is, choppers can swoop in and capture fobs. All they gotta do is land. Alright, everything's looking secure. Beautiful. And enemy supply trucks coming over as a peace offering. Very nice. We'll be capturing that shortly. We're going to proceed then to the northeast crossroads. UAZ is still safe there. I should call out some more vehicles now that we've got access to them, to the points for them. Let's call out another Havoc. Let's cause some more havoc. And the Sapri with the BMP-3 is worth 75, so we should be able to call another one of them out. Essentially, we'll just make sure nothing comes up sneaking from behind, now that we're getting further away from the HQ. Alright, everything's resupplying good. And the Ural captured. Alright, let's see. Actually, you need to resupply before you leave. Wow, look at all that. All that fuel, all that ammunition, all that wasted on killing 2 T-64s. But that's what happens when you have air superiority and you're destroying tanks. It does take some time. Some of our choppers need a little bit of chill. You need to land. There we go. We'll tell everyone to resupply. Alright, new Havoc is here. Good. More air cover for our troops. Alright, the Spetsnaz could probably proceed all the way to the artillery position at Leonid. But we're probably going to engage more troops along the way. I think helicopters are just going to be our best bet at this moment. Why have you two not landed? There we go. Wow, look at that thing on fire. Some really badly damaged pieces of equipment. But we're making it. Alright, the other Ural truck's repairing, rearming. Okay. Proceed forward little by little. Let's empty out all of our transporters and have our infantry proceed on foot. Everything's in cover. Okay, so we're advancing now under the cover of the swamp and the forest, and then we're going to destroy that inner section HQ there. I hope our vehicles are fully oh, good. Looks like everyone's resupplied. We'll wait for the Ural to get out of there, and we'll move everyone together. Likely no attacks on our BMP-3 or our UAZ, but we're okay. There's another fob up there, too. I guess we could have flown up to that one, but capturing towards the front is better. Plus, it also denies the enemy the chance to use it unless they come back with a... I think they have to... I don't think logistics trucks can capture fobs. It's got to be at least a vehicle that is not a logistics vehicle. I think Recon can even do it. All right, proceeding forward. Now you can bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be Tunguskas or Shilkas or something here. They're going to have it. So we're going to deal with that. Not bad so far. Not bad. Okay. Proceed to the center of the river. Okay, we've got nothing coming in along the road. Seem to be secure up to this position. So essentially now I just want to make sure the enemy's here. Just only here. So sending out recon's a good bet to find some of that stuff. We'll keep a Havoc over here to secure this flank until the final Euro truck gets here. Nice thing too is choppers only get they only use fuel when they're actually moving. So if they're stationary, they don't actually count. It's only essentially like movement points. That's what fuel is for. Okay, let's call out another BMP. We might be able to call those up actually. BMP3 is a very good vehicle. Can I not call it? You don't have enough to... Oh, it's 75. I was thinking it was 55. Or 50. Okay, we're going to close in now with our German recon, the MI2 LSK. Which I think might stand for like Luft... something. I think... Does that mean German Air Force? Essentially? Not sure. Okay, so we're moving up with the MI2 to scout the enemy positions here. UAZ has spotted nothing in terms of the enemy. I'm going to get a nice eye on the valley, and then also make sure the tree line is clear up there. Spetsnaz are probably never going to be... They're probably not going to be a factor in this battle. We're going to probably do this all by chopper. Oh boy, look at that. T-64s, T-72s. There's got to be anti-aircraft around there somewhere. That's too many tanks to be just sitting there. T-72s. T-72B, of course. This is a very powerful tank, the T-72. Not as good at accuracy as the T-64, but definitely a tank you don't want to come across. Especially if you're fighting on the ground. T-72s, unless you have some sort of support to suppress them, are very difficult to fight. I believe do they allow you to see the unit's card here? Info unit, T-72. Frontal armor, well actually it has an AP power of 15, frontal 7. So it's heavily armed compared to the armed and armored compared to the T-64s. I'm looking for anti-aircraft before we engage the tanks, that's why I'm being so cautious. I don't trust this forest section in front of us. I'm going to go over there at least. Alright, Spetsnaz are slowly but surely making their way through the forest. UAZ spotted. Oh! Wow, I didn't think it hit for a second there. Recon to and through. Oh, there's Igla troops there. Alright, let's go in for an attack. So we did lose one recon unit. Why is this incorrect position? What's going on? Incorrect position to attack? All these choppers have weaponry, so why is incorrect position on that? Havoc, you're asking for trouble. Wow. Alright, Havoc destroyed there. What is going on? Why can't these choppers be ordered to attack? Oh, they can't be ordered to attack move on the ground? Or on the water? Okay. Alright, a Havoc going down from a lucky second shot on the Strela. Unfortunately, the AI there not allowing me to like attack move, so he was just flying forward and not engaging those units as he should have. So as you can see here, the units won't respond to... I'm clicking. No response to attack move, but if you move here, then they confirm and will then move, but they're already engaging units. So a little bit of a game design there. So essentially only losing that recon then. The other one's BSK. Alright, BMP3s. T-64As. Wow, all those missiles. So I got the Havoc over here. And there's the tanks. They're on the lookout for recon. And look at how they're conveniently moving towards our next vehicle. They don't know it's there. They don't know there's another one. But there's the BS of the Wargame AI heading directly towards a recon. They don't know exactly where it is. They don't even know we have a second recon. They only saw this first one up here that they destroyed. But somehow, magically, they're able to move in. Alright, let's continue to engage. And that's why we left the Havoc there. Alright, well, speaking of Havocs, we can call out another one. We have 4. I think it's really only good to use like 2 at a time. And 175th Idiotic Unit moving straight directly in on vehicles. Come on, Igla should be better than Strela, by the way, in terms of accuracy. Do you all want to engage a unit today? Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and shoot. That's all you gotta do. How ridiculous. They're not even firing their weaponry as they should. Alright, we're gonna pull back for now until we're fully armed again. Mi-24's failing to engage that kind of stuff. That takes half health, so we're okay. Also, I think those, I was really surprised that that Havoc went down because usually they can take 3 hits before they go down from Igla or Strela. So, but sometimes they can get a critical hit depending on how the chopper's facing. But they probably weren't facing forward in all likelihood because of the horrible inability to attack move on water. Oh, BMP-3 is engaging Spetsnaz. Wow. And again, convenient, by the way. Notice how they drove directly into those Spetsnaz? They didn't move to the sides. AI is such a cheat. We'll be losing a Spetsnaz group today. Routing the third one, jeez. Well, the good news is we are capturing a bunch of enemy supply trucks and things you wouldn't normally get. Oh, and look at how they conveniently went to our base. Well, that's okay. They're going to the FOB, so. Right, let's get back up there and resupply one last time. Pretty funny though, that beeline right towards the recon. So 3 T-72s remain. Get a little closer. We should be able to shoot at those with the Havoc. Let's do that. And let's go to that FOB too. Actually, yeah, let's clear that one out. BMP-3 up there. Yeah, that wouldn't have been useful in that battle at all. I'm really surprised the Spetsnaz were able to do anything against those BMP-3s with the napalm launchers. Alright, resupply there. We'll be okay. Let's move up there. We'll make this a mobile FOB. Alright, Havocs are firing at T-72s. Seems like most of these vehicles are able to fire their ATGMs first and faster than they can fire their rockets. For whatever reason, it seems to take a lot longer to fire the rockets and angle the chopper than it does to do anything else. Oh, come on, Havoc. That is just disgusting. Down to 11 missiles, 2 hits, 120. Wow, 120 points in each of those tanks. We'll have those guys resupply. They're out of the fight. And of course, we know for certain that the enemy vehicle is there. But the more vehicles that we kill, the higher skilled our pilots will become. Okay. All right, we've captured at least 5 enemy supply trucks, it looks like. enemy anti-aircraft there, so we're going to wait until we get more choppers in. Mi-24s, still not resupplied either. Or fully rearmed. This is going to be our last attack. We're out of supply after this. Look at all the fobs that these have gobbled up. 2 full fobs. 1 more fob there and another one in the north. That's crazy. Well, so far, so good, though, I will say. I would rather be on my team than the enemy. With almost 3,000 points worth of damage, losing countless tanks and mini infantry squads and their command in the upper northwestern side. Alright, 1 more should do us. Sneaking in a little bit closer with the chopper, just little by little. Look at all that death and destruction there. Oh, I can hear vehicles moving. T-64A's on the move. We'll fly over there. Oh, we're going to have this recon group link up with the Urals. It's a lot of men and equipment to replace. Okay, Mi-24s. Looks like everything's pretty much finishing off here. Havoc's still got some ATGMs to get. But we'll have that one show up late to the party. Let's go. No, this is okay. Yeah, look at it. It's still floating. Perfect. Yeah, so add some duct tape to it. It'll be fine. Oh, look at that. 795th Convenience Division moving in on our cloaked Spetsnaz. They have no idea that they're there. They should have no ability to spot those units at all. This game is some BS with the recon. AI doesn't have to recon. They just can point and go in a direction and know the enemy's there. 6 T-64s just conveniently driving through. Choppers are on their way back. They're throwing grenades to stun them. At least we've lured them away from this position, though. Alright, we need to end this quickly. We're going for that other anti-aircraft squad and then straight for the command. So we can save some of our Spetsnaz forces. Don't fly over the town. Running out of territory to run to. Thank God. Whew. Alright, it's Spetsnaz Group 2 Havocs. Are they joining us?
We have put together a nice little army, but we no longer have the element of surprise.
Damn. Well, that was incredibly difficult only at the end. 2 Havocs down, a recon unit, and a Spetsnaz group. Not too bad, though. The enemy definitely got walloped hard in this one. In retrospect, the Tunguska push at the very end was a bad move, but also I didn't want to lose an entire group of Spetsnaz. Though, look at all these kills from the Havocs, man. Whoa. T-64As like crazy, BMPs like crazy. Losses then only count... Wait. Only 3 losses? That's interesting. It only counted 1 Havoc to the Tunguska. The UAZ that got popped by the T-64 and the 1 Spetsnaz group at the end. So, according to this, we only lost 1 Havoc. So, the one that got shot down by the Igla or Strela didn't count? Huh. Okay, well, then it'll be in our card for next time. Interesting. All right, we got lucky. I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for clicking and tapping that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. And I'll see you for a continuation of the campaign.